Good morning. I'm Kiran Raj. Welcome to the online classes on LAMP technology. Today we will discuss about the PHP, that is Hypertext Preprocessor. Introduction to the PHP. PHP is widely used open source scripting language. PHP scripts are executed on the server. PHP files can contain text, HTML, JavaScript code and the PHP code. The PHP codes are executed on the server and the result is returned to the browser as plain HTML. And you have the default extension of .php. The PHP can be run on different platforms, for example, Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS. PHP is compatible with almost all servers used today, and PHP has support for the wide range of databases also. Basic PHP syntax. The PHP script can be placed anywhere in the document, and PHP is very similar to C. All the scripts will start with arrow bracket open, question mark PHP, and it will be ending with the question mark and the closing arrow bracket. So it is similar to here. If you see here, it is opening with the arrow bracket, question mark open and the PHP, and ending with the question mark and the arrow bracket close. So while coming to here, the inside these two tags, you will be having the PHP codes. And similar to C, the statements will be ending with the semicolon. And let us say that you have the code block is there, that is set of codes. Then it will be placed inside the flower bracket or the braces, and white spaces are generally ignored, which is similar to C, except the spaces that is present inside the string. And the extension files that is generated will be .php. So this is one simple example where I have placed PHP codes inside the HTML document. So this is my HTML document, and inside the body here I am placing the PHP code here. So this is the starting of your PHP and this is ending of your PHP. So what I am doing here is I am just printing hello world. So echo, it is similar to print. So it is printing hello world, where P represents a paragraph, right? So it will be printing in the paragraph format, that is hello world will be printed in the paragraph format. Comments in PHP. While coming to the comments in PHP, similar to C, we have single line comment and the multi-line comment. So single line comment, it will be started with the two backslashes. So you can write the comment like this. So I am writing this line is a single line comment, or you can have the hash symbol also, hash symbol, then I can write the comment also. But hash or two backslashes, they will be only used as the single line comment. While coming to the multi-line comment, where you want to make multiple lines as the comment, then what you can do is you can use the slash and star and closing with star and slash. So which is again similar to C or C++. PHP variables. Variables can have short names or any descriptive names. For example, short name means you are just writing A, B, X, Y like that. When I am mentioning descriptive, that means you are exactly describing what the variable is used for. For example, age, that means you are going to store the age there. Car name, that means you are going to store the car name. Total, it is total of something. For example, total of marks, total of price, anything. Volume, the quantity, right? So you can give the descriptive name or the short name. Preferably, it is better to give the descriptive name. Rules of the PHP, while coming to the rules also, it is very similar to your rules of your variables that is available in the C. So let us see the rules of the PHP variable. The variable will start with the dollar symbol and then followed by the name of the variable. So variable name must begin with either letter or the underscore character, and the variable name can be containing alphabets, that is letters, digits, or the underscore. The variable name should not contain any form of the spaces, and variable names are case sensitive. So $y and capital $Y is, they are completely different. Creating or the declaration of the variable. While coming to the creation or the declaration of the variable, PHP has no command for the declaring a variable. So variable is created the moment we will assign the value to the variable. For example, see this example here, I am having the PHP code here. So $txt is equal to hello world. So here, as soon as I assign the value hello world to the text, that time the PHP variable is created. In PHP, we do not have the data types which is similar to C, or we will be not creating the or declaring the variable similar to C, where you have to mention the data type followed by the variable name. We are not going to do that here. Here, as soon as the value is assigned to the variable will get created. And the data type is automatically decided by the PHP depending on what the data you have inputted. And if you are going to assign the number or floating point number, then don't enclose the value with the quotation mark, but if you are assigning the text value or any string, then you have to enclose that string or that value with the quotation mark. For example, here where hello world is a string, so I am enclosing that with the quotation mark here. So I can use the double quotation or I can use the single quotation, no problem there. So here now text has value hello world and $x has the 5 and $y has 10.5. This is another example where I am initializing or assigning w3schools.com to the text here. So when I print this one, echo I love $txt exclamation mark, the output will be I love w3schools.com exclamation mark. Here when I am using the double quotation, if any variables are present inside the double quotation, that will be expanded if any variables are present. Well, coming to here, so your output will be I love w3schools.com exclamation mark. Coming to here, the dot operator is used for the concatenate purpose, right? So I'll be concatenating this one. I love is concatenated with $txt. But what is $txt? w3schools.com. So here I love w3schools.com, then again concatenation, right? So exclamation mark. So your output will be I love w3schools.com, exclamation mark will get printed. Well, coming to here, I am taking number here, that is $x is equal to 5 and $y is equal to 4. So if you see here, what I am doing here, I am just adding them, right? So $x plus $y. So 5 plus 4 will be solved first, that is 9. So your output will be 9. Don't put them in the double quotation. If you put the expression in the double quotation, then the expression will get printed, not the value. But let me do something like this one. $z is equal to $x plus y. Then $x plus y is 9, which will be stored in $z. Okay. Afterwards, when I use echo $z, that is 9 will get printed. If I am now use double quotation also, that is echo double quotation $z, then double quotation close, then also 9 will get printed. Why? Because it is going to, double quotation is going to expand the variables that is present inside that, right? So it will be printing echo 9. But let me say that I will have, instead of, I will have single quotation instead of double quotation, then the variable will not get expanded and just the variable will get printed. For example, echo single quotation $z, single quotation close, then $z will get printed, not 9. Okay. PHP here, this is another one. So I have used the single quotation here. So when I use this one, your output will be I love $txt exclamation mark. Why? Because I use the single quotation here, right? So single quotation will not expand the variable that is present inside that one. So this is another example where I am trying to print the sum. So that example which I mentioned previously. So $x is equal to $x plus $y. So I am printing the value here. So here your output will be sum is 9, but in this case your value is, or the output is, sum is $z. Why? Because single quotation mark cannot expand the variable, but here it will get expanded. PHP is loosely typed language. We do not have to tell the PHP which data type the variable is there, right? So for example, when I created the variable, we did not mention the data type, right? We just assign the value to the variable. So we need not mention the data type. PHP will automatically convert the variable to the correct data type depending on its value. So PHP variable scope. So variable scopes or scopes represent where the variable can be used or referenced. So while coming to here, we have 3 different variable scopes: local, global and static. So while coming to here, first let us see the local variable scopes. In the local variable scopes, the variable will be declared within the function, has the local scope and can only be used to access within that function. For example, see here, this is my PHP and let me have one function, that is my test. So inside that I am going to declare, or I am going to create one variable. So this is locally created, right? So this variable, that is $x, is locally created inside the my test function. So what I'm doing here, I'm just printing the value of the variable x, right? So afterwards I'll come down and again here I'm just printing the value of x. But let us see how it is going to work here. So here $x is equal to 5, so I have declared that inside the function. So its validity is from here, this brace to this brace. Okay, this flower bracket to this flower bracket. After that, it is not having any scope. That is $x is not having any scope. Or you can say that it has died after the closing of the bracket. So here $x is equal to 5. When I print this statement, variable x inside the function is 5. So that message will get printed. But while coming to here, that is this one echo, which is present outside the function, right? This is present outside the function. So when I run this command, echo command, I'll get the error message. Why? Because it will not be knowing what is the $x is. Because why? The $x validity is only in this particular function. So here I'll get the error message, but here I'll get the answer, that is 5. Global variable scopes, it is completely opposite of your local variable scope. A variable declared outside the function has global scope and can only be assessed outside the function. So see here, I have the PHP code here. So I have declared $x is equal to 5 and I am having the function here. Even though the $x is or x is global function, it will not be having any SS inside the function. Why? Because it got declared outside the function. Okay? It's valid, it is alive, but it cannot be assessed by the function. But let me print it here now, outside the function, echo. The same command is used here. So here, I will get the output as variable x outside the function is 5. But in this place, I will not get the output. The simple reason is the myTest or the local function will not be having the access to the global variables. If let us say that local functions need the support of the global variables, then it should use the keyword global. See here, let me say that I want the x and y inside the function also. Then I have to use the keyword that is global. Okay. So global $x comma $y. So I am mentioning that is $x, that is x variable, and y variable are global variable. Okay. So here, and that should be mentioned, that global keyword should be mentioned where you require the global variable. For example, I require the global variable inside this function, right? So I am mentioning global inside this function. So $y is equal to $x plus $y. So x is 5 and y is 10. 5 plus 10, 15. So 10 value will get updated to 15 now. So y will get updated from 10 to 15. So here it will be printing the output echo $y. So 15 will get printed. Static variable scopes, when a function is completed or executed, all of its variables are deleted. Sometimes we want the local variable not to be deleted. For example, after the execution of this function, What is a local variable? $x. X is a local variable, right? So that will get deleted, or that will be vanish, or that will die as soon after this function will get executed. So in certain cases we do not want to do that. Okay, we do not want to delete the local variable. That time we are going to use the static keyword, and we will declare the variable as the static. So each time the function is called, the variable will still have the information contained from the last time the function was called. So it is going to have the value and it will be static there. Okay. So here I am having that. So function my test. So that is a function. Inside that I am making something that is x as a static. So now x is a static variable. Okay. $x is equal to 0, echo $x, I am then incrementing it. Okay. So again, when I am calling the test function, the value will be present of the $x. Thank you.